So thanks for talking to us. First of all, from your side, this issue has been the MIP has been announced. Why the list has been pruned and why on for only for 2 months?
This is not the pruning of the list. You know, earlier there were about 173 items. Now, when anti-dumping measures has been imposed, now uh, the about 60 items are now left where anti-dumping is not being applied. So these 60 items, the MIP would remain applicable on that. And they have given 2 months' time. So what we are thinking of, that there are certain more items which should find place either in the anti-dumping, but you know, anti-dumping procedure is a long drawn thing. And some of the items which we already suggested in our latest recommendation to the Commerce Ministry, and in turn Commerce Ministry decided for certain things to be included in the anti-dumping, and certain things which are already in the MIP, those would continue for another 2 months. And meanwhile, we would be having sufficient time to ponder over that what more items could be taken out or even maybe included in MIP, and also to see that anti-dumping measures, which is a long drawn thing, because these would be applicable at least for 5 years, and this is from country to country. So what we have thought is that there are these long drawn 5 years arrangement, so that industry competitiveness, industry's stabilization of prices, and also to see that they attain break even, because now the industry is in stress. So these things we are to weigh when we recommend for other anti-dumping measures or other items to be included in the MIP.
So you mean to say that the next 2 months will give you enough time to prepare a better case for MIP extension, and a final call on this will be taken again in October?
Yes, final call not only regarding extending of MP dumping for another 4 months, or what you talk of this anti-dumping measures. But what we are thinking is that on one hand, when we are ensuring this much of protection to our steel industry, where they are under stress, we would like that there should be a parallel sort of roadmap where they should ensure the government and the ministry that they would also give certain, they will also think of certain things to be implemented where they can be competitive in the world, where they can create some kind of RD structure, which is very important in the present scenario, because most of the items we are to import, and that import is if certain items are curtailed because of certain innovation, certain RD achievements, then naturally we would be more competitive. And this is not the only responsibility of the steel ministry or our PSUs. We would like that they should have a well-established R&D, which is already being conceived. There is an agency which is already created for R&D, and a 200 crore corpus was thought of. That is before I took over as steel minister. So that is to be activated. This is my priority.
So again, the question rises as to till how far will you go on protecting the steel industry, because the overall global industry is in bad shape. So what is your message to the domestic steel companies who have been given this protection now once again?
Domestic industry, if my message, if they really want what message I should give, then my message is very clear. They have the capacity, they have the capability, and they should, rather I should say, they should be overactive, proactive to attain certain goals where the profit is not the target, where the efficiency is the target, where competitiveness is the target, where the national interest is the target. And the protection which we have given is only to keep this thing in mind, that we are a growing steel industry, and we are also a economic, what should I say, in near future we would be a very strong economy to compete in the world. So that should also be the in the mind of the steel industry people, that if we are to compete as a strong nation, economically strong nation, then their contribution is very important, and contribution should be targeted one, not only the target to make profits only, but also to see that we should contribute for a developing country's infrastructure. And we would also to see that some avenues are to be found by our ministry where the consumption should also be increased as far as our country is concerned. We are consuming 61 kg of steel as compared to 208 kg global consumption. So this is our responsibility to see that they should get this benefit also, but they should have the capacity to compete.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.